Hi, everybody. It's Carolyn again. And today is our third day before Christmas. Oh my goodness, it is coming down to the wire. And how exciting is this? Santa's probably filling his sleigh right now and getting everything all ready. It's pretty amazing. And so the third day, I thought that we would draw a chimney, like a fireplace, because I guess the chimney is the outside part of the fireplace, but we're going to draw the inside part of the fireplace because that's where we hang our stockings and that's where Santa comes down. And so it just seemed like the right thing to do. So let's grab our paper, our pencil. Now, I'm going to use something that I don't think I've ever used before with you guys, is a ruler. So we don't really have to use a ruler. You can just draw your lines without it, but I'm just going to draw with a ruler just because it is kind of fun to do that. And so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to draw with my pen so you can see it. And let's see if this pen is any better. I was going to draw with a pencil, but I think we're going to draw with the pen. Okay. So everybody ready to go? Let's get going. So the first thing we're going to do is, and actually I might do my paper like I think it's right there, like a bathtub or a hamburger. So, or horizontal. So that's how this is. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw the mantle. That's the straight part that goes over the top. So you don't have to be perfect. That's why I really don't encourage using a ruler, but it looks maybe not necessarily nicer, but it just makes more sense with a ruler. So there's our first line. That's the bottom of our mantle to our fireplace. So if you want to, we are going to hang some stockings since it is only 3 days till Christmas. So do you remember how we made our mittens? We had the fuzzy rim. It's kind of the same thing with stockings. So we're going to do this, kind of draw an oval kind of rectangle with the swirly lines. You say that does not make sense at all, but and then from there we're going to go down and we're going to bend our line a little bit. We're making a sock, and then we're going to come up and then we're going to go like that. So we are going to attach with just a line. So we're going to do another one. Okay. Then we're going to go down again. And we're going to turn around at the bottom and go like that. So 1, 2. And then I'll add another one for my dog. I always put a stocking out for my dog Leo. He loves bones and treats, and he's been a pretty good boy. So there's 3. I think since I have room, I'll add a 4th one. We can put a friend's name there. So you want to think about how many stockings you have. If you have 10, you can make this line as long as you want to. It's the great thing about art is we can do whatever we want with it. So I'm just going to stick to 4. And then, so this is where I did those stockings first because they're in front of the fireplace. So everything that we're going to draw now is kind of behind the stockings, if that makes sense. So we're going to draw another line just like the rim of our mantle right under that. Now you don't have to draw that, but if you want to, that's fine. Okay, and then we're going to draw the sides of our fireplace. So we're going to go straight up and down we're going to do just a line like that. So it doesn't really matter how tall your fireplace is. The only thing that matters is both of these lines need to be the same length. So this one might need to be a little longer. Okay? And then we're going to draw the opening. So we're going to come in just maybe an inch or so, and we're going to draw a line. Now my line's going to touch my stocking. And then from here to here, looks like it's about an inch or so, we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay? Now my stocking's too far over for it to touch, so we're just going to stop it right there. And you say, what are you doing? We're making all these lines kind of in space. Well, we're going to put them all together. So we're going to go along the bottom, and we're going to connect this line with the center line, and mine was too short, so I had to make it a little longer. And same with this one, it's a little short. So there we go. So you kind of see the fireplace coming. It's coming. So now I kind of want my fireplace to be, you could make it straight across. I want it to be curved. So I'm going to make a curve. But remember to go behind those stockings. So far so good. Now we're going to make our fireplace look a little 3D, we want to look into our fireplace like right here. And to make it look 3D, we're going to do a line, an angled line like right there. If we had a little more time, I can explain why we do that, but right now we're just going to go ahead and do it. Okay? And then we're going to also do it over here. So when you're looking at something, your focal point, which is where everything comes together, is somewhere around here, because these lines kind of go to that. See, it's kind of complicated, and I just complicated things. So let's uncomplicate things and just draw a line like that. And then we're going to draw this line up. And we're not going to draw a whole second line. We're just going to have it fade off. And then we're going to draw another line like this. And I'll tell you what, if you're not crazy about doing this, then don't do it. So if you look at it now, our fireplace looks like you can look inside of it. Okay? So now we need the logs inside, don't we? So maybe, and I don't need a ruler for that. So we're going to make a log kind of goes like that. And then go. So if you notice, I put it inside, which means I put it above those 2 points. So it looks like it's inside. So we're going to go a log like this. And we're going to come in a little bit. And now we're going to draw the fire. So the fire is on the log. And we just kind of do fire with flames going up. Now it kind of looks like the flames are catching our stockings on fire, but they're not. The flames are behind. The stockings are in front, and then the flames are behind. So I'm just kind of drawing all these lines, and this would be really fun to color in oranges and yellows and reds and blues. A blue fire is like this super hot fire. So we kind of can go like that, and then if you want to, you can put like just some shadow or some kind of wood over here. And if you want to, you can make that round. So the wood, if you put some little lines inside of it, then it looks like it's wood. There you go. Okay, so now we're going to draw at the base of your fireplace. So we're going to draw a line right here. There you go. And draw a line right here. Now, as I'm drawing, I'm trying to think of what this is called, the base of your fireplace. I just always remembered at my parents' house, I would always I would bump my toes on this all the time because it was right by the door. So, remember these lines? We're going to do the same with these. We're going to go that way, and then we're going to go that way. Okay? So then it looks like that's sitting on top of this, and then we'll put like this. There you go. So we just did this little rectangle underneath here, and that kind of raised our fireplace a little bit. So let's go back and add some details, okay? And so our fireplace, to me, it would be, since it's Christmas, we would put maybe some greenery on top. So the first thing I'm going to do is do some berries. So we're going to just like in the air right above our stockings, we're going to do some berries. Maybe three sets of 3. Okay. So then this is where how I like to draw my trees and my greenery is I like to just scribble. So if you scribble around your berries, and we're scribbling now, it looks like it's greenery. Now I'm kind of losing my berries in here, but if you color those red, when you find them again, and you color this scribble lines green, it's gonna look really good. I love to scribble my trees. If you look at my artwork, my trees are mostly scribble. So see how that works? I kind of lost the berries, but you're going to have to look for them. And then you can add the scribble as green and add the berries as red. And then we're going to continue this line up and continue this line up like that's the mantle, okay? And if you want to, you can do your lines like your stockings are hanging from all the way up there. Okay? So if you want to, speaking of this scribble, why don't we make a wreath on here? And so when I make a wreath, I always make the bow first. So the bow is a rectangle right above the mantle. So it's kind of like a rectangle with round corners. And then we do like a triangle this way. If we kept on going, that'd be a triangle. And then a triangle this way. So you see our bow. And then if you want to do the fabric lines. And then a bow can also have the lines coming down. There you go. Now I could use like a guideline here. Like I would put that in pencil, and I do a circle, okay? So then I would put my berries, since I like berries on my greenery for Christmas. I'd put like 2 sets of berries, and then I'll follow my line and do scribble all the way around. And you say, that looks like scribble, but it also looks like a wreath. all the way around our berries, and then we come around. See how that guideline kind of helped us because it kept us in a circle. So there is my scribble wreath, but it's kind of pretty. And then maybe on these sides, since I like candles too, maybe I would put a candle, which is like a rectangle, but the rectangle might go a little up on this one side. And we do that because the wax is melting. And then we put our little wick there, and then we put the fire. So we got a lot of fire going on here, don't we? We might put a smaller candle. Okay. And then on this side, maybe we do the big candle also on the center. Inside. Now you can use your ruler on candles, but you don't have to. Now he's going to put a smaller candle. See how the one side is higher than the other side? It just makes it look more like a candle. So that looks kind of pretty. So let me show you, if I had a fireplace, it would be a brick fireplace. So let me show you how I do my bricks. So we're going to go straight across. This time we are going to use the ruler. We're going to go and we're going to make some lines. Go straight across. Now, do you remember, have you ever made scales on a fish where you do one layer of round half circles and then you do another layer of half circles, but you go, you off center them, and so they kind of look like fish's scale? Well, we're going to do that with our bricks too. So you want to make your bricks kind of the same size. It doesn't have to be perfect. And remember, we're going behind the stockings. Sometimes when I draw, I forget my words. Oh, we forgot this line right here. So, and then we're going to go all the way down. This is kind of a complicated drawing, but I know you can do it. You just kind of focus on each particular spot, and even if it doesn't look just like mine, it's your creation, and I'm sure it's beautiful. And you can certainly send me any of your drawings. I'd love to see them. You can just take a photo of them and send them to my website, which is carolynstitch.com, and I would love to see them. So as you can see, we're kind of going all the way down, and we want to kind of make sure that we're somewhat square at the end. So there's our fireplace, but guess what? This is where it gets fun. So you put your bricks, you imagine your bricks are this far apart, okay, like again here. So you imagine your bricks. Now you don't have to do any of this, okay? And then the next line, you go in between. Do you see that? And that's how we make our bricks. I love this kind of detail. So we go all the way down. There you go. Kind of hard with the stockings in the way, but we can still do it. So we have our curve of our entrance. There you go. And if you want to, you can just go straight down. There you go. So if you look back, this really looks like go. Really looks like some bricks, doesn't it? I mean, you can draw a house now that you know how to do bricks, or a building. Okay, there we go. Now you can color those bricks any way you would like. You can put anything that you want on top of your fireplace. We're going to go like this. Do you see the little side that I did over there, the little angle, because I forgot to put a back? See how that looks like it's kind of the back of the fireplace. So now that fire you can make that go and it'll go right out the chimney. So if you want to, you can come back to your stockings and you could put like heels on them. And you could put toes on them. And you could make them striped, you could make them polka dot, you can do whatever you'd like with them. You can put your names, and like I said, if you have 10, draw that line first, this line that we started out, long enough that you can add all your family's names on it, and then you can go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this. Here, we're gonna put a line for the wall and behind the, there you go. So there's the wall in our fireplace. So I hope you enjoy this. It's kind of a little longer, I think, and a little more oh, it's 20 minutes. That's the longest one I've ever done. When I get drawing, I just take a long time. But anyway, have a great night. Enjoy this, and let me know how yours turn out, okay? Ho, 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 coming down the chimney. We'll see you tomorrow.